Praxis refers to the process of generating motor ideas, planning motor actions, and executing movements. Simply put, it involves first generating an idea of what you want to do, figuring out how you're going to do it, and then doing or carrying out what you wanted to do. It is essential in everything that we do, from brushing our teeth to writing our names. Praxis is dependent on effective integration in our sensory systems in order to enable us to respond appropriately to internal and external stimuli and to plan and execute responses that are suitable to the demands of the environment. Children with Praxis difficulties struggle with planning, sequencing, and executing unfamiliar actions, resulting in awkward and poorly coordinated motor skills. These children struggle to come up with an action idea and therefore tend to prefer toys, games, and situations that are familiar. New situations require new motor planning, and a child with Praxis difficulties will therefore shy away from these tasks. Common signs of poor Praxis include clumsy and ineffective actions, inability or difficulty organizing the body to move, problems with daily life tasks like dressing or using utensils, difficulty following multiple step instructions, strong desire for sameness or routines, awkward pencil grip, poor handwriting, and dislike or reluctance to participate in sport. There are also some non-motor components of poor Praxis. These include difficulty with organization, trouble remembering rules and instructions, being literal and having difficulty with idioms, metaphors, and sarcasm, problems with memory, restricted play, and problems with perception and processing of information. In order to stimulate Praxis skills, it is important that one is regularly exposed to opportunities to develop ideas, plan actions, and execute movements. Some fun ideas to develop ideation include the following: opportunities to use objects in unconventional ways, give your child a handful of random items and get them to create something. Read your child a story without them looking at the pictures and get them to design a front cover or a page from the book. Draw a basic scribble on a page and ask your child to turn it into a picture. Get your child to build with construction toys without using the instruction manuals or demonstrated designs. Get your child to draw creative pictures in various textures. And brainstorm activities together with the focus being on generating new ideas. Avoid overly structured or passive activities such as television games, computer games, watching television, or use of a tablet, and rather encourage your child to come up with their own play activities using items or objects found around the house. The basis for development of motor planning skills lies in the development of sensory processing through exploration of all the senses. By allowing children to experience sensory input and make sense of this input, they learn about their bodies and how to organize their bodies to obtain a desirable movement or action. Activities such as bouncing, rolling, and exploring through touch can assist in developing these skills. Obstacle courses are a great way to get a child to plan and execute motor actions while constantly receiving feedback on what works and what doesn't. This is important to enable the child to adjust their actions and to build on these experiences in similar situations or scenarios in the future. To develop ideation and sequencing, the child can be encouraged to plan and physically set up the obstacle course and then to draw it afterwards. Getting children to imitate positions or movements or to problem solve their way out of tricky situations can also be used to develop these skills. Other ideas include baking following a recipe, playing Simon Says, building marble runs, or climbing and playing on playground apparatus. Children struggling with Praxis will also benefit from having tasks broken down into smaller steps, providing repetition, physical guidance, and visual cues where possible, and following a multi-sensory approach to learning. Have fun, but please remember that the activities in this video are not meant to be used as treatment for children with sensory processing difficulties or Praxis difficulties, and if you are concerned about your child's development in these areas, a professional should be consulted.